If you walked into Walt Disney World this summer, you noticed something missing: the crowds. This chart tracks summer wait times over the last 5 years. That massive drop hit rock bottom July 6th, the slowest summer day in half a decade. Attendance normally spikes when kids leave school, but actual data from this summer completely defied that logic. So you have to ask yourself, does this mean the Disney experience is broken, or did the market just hand you a rare, high-value opportunity? At My Disney Brain, we track the metrics behind the magic so you know exactly how to plan your trip. When a crowd vacuum like this opens up, the power dynamic shifts away from the theme park and straight back into the hands of the consumer. To capitalize on this, you have to know why the parks emptied out. First, the compounding effect of inflation finally forced family travel budgets to hit a ceiling. Second, Florida experienced severe, prolonged, extreme heat warnings this summer, which kept casual vacationers at home. Finally, the massive wave of post-pandemic revenge travel has officially burned off, and demand has normalized. Put those three external pressures together, and you get a sudden, sharp drop in daily attendance. The parks are still fully staffed and running at peak operational capacity. They just don't have the crowds to fill the pathways. This comparison matrix shows how that translates to savings. Disney's dynamic pricing means daily costs drop in tandem with crowd levels. Look at the Lightning Lane multi-pass row here. Because demand is low, the price to skip the lines is heavily discounted. The irony is, you save money on the pass, but you might not even need it. Standby lines are so short, you can often skip buying the upgrade entirely. That gives you the ability to walk onto premium headliners like Rise of the Resistance in the middle of the afternoon with almost zero wait. When you compare the cost per ride on a summer day like this against a peak week in March, the math heavily favors traveling now. Booking during this window maximizes your access to the attractions, while slashing the daily premium fees usually required to experience them. But grabbing those financial benefits comes with a serious catch. You have to endure the reality of a Florida summer. The high humidity will drain your family's stamina by noon, and the daily 3 o'clock thunderstorms will consistently disrupt your plans. This quadrant chart maps the exact trade-off. The lower the wait times get, the higher the physical effort required to stay in the park. To survive this environment, you have to abandon the idea of a full-day park marathon. You must retreat to your resort midday, cool off, and return when the sun goes down. You are effectively paying for those deep financial savings with your own physical endurance and a strict willingness to change your schedule. That required flexibility extends directly to your dining strategy. The low crowds eliminate the need to lock in your restaurant reservations 60 days in advance. Instead, you can open the My Disney Experience app in the park and use the walk-up waitlist feature to grab spontaneous tables at premium locations. To make that walk-up strategy actually work, you just need to be willing to eat at odd hours, like lunch at 11 or dinner at 4:30. To remove the guesswork from that approach, we built a specific resource. The Disney World Dining and Snacks Cheat Sheet is designed for this scenario. Knowing exactly which restaurants historically offer the best walk-up availability saves you from wandering the parks hungry and frustrated. Making a small upfront investment in a targeted plan ensures the time you saved skipping ride lines isn't accidentally wasted standing in food lines, which leaves you with one final decision: pull the trigger on a spontaneous summer trip right now, or hold off until the fall. This decision matrix breaks it down. Book right now if prioritizing your budget and maximizing ride count matter more than physical comfort. Conversely, wait if your family requires perfect weather, seasonal decorations, or has a low tolerance for intense heat. Just know the consequence of waiting. When the weather cools down in the fall, you guarantee a return to premium dynamic pricing and heavier crowds. The 2026 crowd crash is a real opportunity, but it requires strategic agility. You cannot just show up unprepared. The best possible Disney vacation isn't dictated by the lowest crowd calendar. It happens when you find the window where your strategy perfectly aligns with your budget and your temperament. To grab the dining guide, check out the link on screen. And for more travel intelligence, subscribe to the My Disney Brain podcast.